Hi. I'm going to give it a few minutes before we start. So excited to be here with you. Yay. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Okay. Hi. Welcome to this week's Crystal Corner and beginning of the week Reiki. I'm your host, Lani Wu, and I'm so excited to be here tonight. It's after 9, and yeah, we're here together. So I would probably categorize this as nighttime or bedtime Reiki. Just checking my mic again. As per usual. um, but before we get started, how are you feeling? How are you feeling this week? Um, it's Tuesday, right? Yeah. Uh, I'll start. I'm still like looming off of the full moon in Pisces and full lunar eclipse from this weekend. Yeah, it's been good, but it's also been, I've also had some scattering of my thoughts I've been dealing with and tiredness, So just been trying to stay grounded. And I have a black tourmaline tonight for that reason, in addition to the crystal for Crystal Corner, so that we can make sure we stay grounded. But yeah, so trying to stay grounded as well as listening to my body and making sure that I'm getting all the rest that I need. Because, like, honey, when I say I've been tired, I've been tired. So that part. And then today is the 9/9 portal. So lots of spiritual, energetic things going on right now. So I think that um, it's normal to feel what we're feeling, whatever that may be. And it's important just to stay grounded. You too, stay grounded and make sure you're listening to your body, getting the rest and food and all the necessary things that you need to be healthy and to live um, vivaciously. Yeah. So this 9/9 portal, I just want to talk just a little bit about it, just a little bit. Um, it's being called the ritual of completion. We know that 9 is a number of completion. So it's dealing with the release and integration of new things in our lives, releasing the things that no longer serve us. It's our soul's sacred exhale. I love that, right? Um, it's a cosmic gateway of release. So I've been trying to concentrate on that too, on the things that I want to let go of. I no longer want to carry. So today is symbolic of that. So I want us, while we're breathing, because we always do our breathing meditation before our Reiki session, I want us to think about those things that we want to release. And that could be anything, it could be things, it could be people, it could be relationships, it could be commitment agreements, whatever it is. Think about those things while we're meditating and visualize that release and what that looks like for you. And the number 9 is also symbolic to the Orisha Oya, if you're familiar with that, with her. And she's also represents death and birth and renewal. So again, that taking away and getting rid of the old, making room for a new rebirth, a new energy, you know? And 9 is also because Oya also represents our ancestors. So today is also a great time to reverence your ancestors. And there's so many different ways to do that. And so whatever way that you do that, if you do that, and if not, I challenge you to do some research to see how you can do that. But it's a great time to do that. And so that full moon that we had with the lunar eclipse with the blood moon is dealing with some of the same types of energy, excuse me, that the 9-9 portal is dealing with in terms of clearing, getting rid of the old, getting rid of things that are no longer serving you, you know? Um, the eclipse is many people are saying it spotlights. It puts a spotlight on the things that you need to reevaluate in your life. Things you need to look at that again and see what role you want to play there or how you want to handle that. So during this whole cycle, it's a good time. You could see a common thread here, a common theme. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. Before we moved into our crystal corner, which is always exciting. We'll just get some of the notes that I have here. But it's always exciting to share crystals with you. I think today I'm feeling orangey, like I'm feeling like sacral chakra-y. And then when you look at the crystal, which is this beautiful crystal, is called Crocoite. And I'm trying to make sure that you see it in all of its splendor and glory. See the sparkle? My Vanna White skills, are not very good today. As you can see, it's a very delicate crystal. As you see, a piece of it fell out. And that's why I keep it in a box. I keep it in this box because it is very delicate. And I keep it on its own without any other crystal because I don't want it to be scratched by some of the other harder crystals because this is so soft. But this is Crocoite. It's vibrant red and orange. It's not just a feast for your eyes, you know? It's a very powerful crystal. How did I come in contact? When did I meet Crocoite? I think I had a client slash student of mine wanted to give me a crystal card reading. And I said, sure, yeah. And I think this was the crystal that came up. And I was so intrigued by it, and it's so beautiful. And I love some of the things that it represents, which we're going to get into. So I made sure that I made an investment and got this crystal, and I sleep with it beside me. It's like stays on the ledge of my bed. Um, so it has several names. I go by Crocoite, but it could be crocoise, crocoisite, red lead ore. Also, we're going to talk about its formations because I don't know if you can see or not, but it's a matrix of natural columns of cylinder prismatic crystals. So if you can see that. So it's almost like tendrils frozen in time. So yeah, very pretty, pretty, pretty. So it can be found in Tasmania, Australia. And it's really one of the things that gives Tasmania, it's one of the things that's renowned for. So it was discovered in the 19th century. I don't know if you can still see it. Sorry. But it's not just about looks, you know? It does have very, 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 very great metaphysical properties. As you can see by the color, obviously, it gives energy, vitality, and passion and creativity. And it's associated with activating your root and your sacral chakra. And I think that's why, one of the reasons why I got it too. I'm always trying to um, activate and balance those chakras, especially the root, because that deals with your like feeling safe in your body. And I think you just have such a different perspective on life and everything when you are grounded and you feel safe in your body. And that has an effect on everything. It filters everything. So I'm focused on always trying to do that. And because I struggle with anxiety sometimes, it's an ongoing progress process journey, but we're on it, and that's what matters, right? So, as we know that the sacral chakra is said to enhance our personal power. It's our self-expression. And so it's a perfect companion, this crystal, for those who want to pursue their passion, follow their heart, you know, creativity, you know. So it's good for that. Another reason why I probably got it. So you can use it as a sacral chakra stone to support your sacral chakra, which is again your hub of creativity and emotional balance. So imagine, you know, that this crystal is stimulating that chakra for you and your ability to fully express your emotions and connect with your creativity. So it's a really good crystal for people who, like I said before, and I don't know, maybe I didn't say it as directly as I'm about to say it right now. Those who may struggle with feeling safe in their body or even in their bodies, like they struggle with feeling like they're in their body. They might feel disassociated. You know, I think this is a great crystal to work with that because it will definitely connect you back again to yourself through that alignment with your root and your sacral chakra. And then with you being safe and with you feeling in your body and connected, then you can be the full expression of yourself, which is why you're here, right? So I think that's why I fell in love with this crystal. It also promotes Kundalini energy. So it aids in chakra healing and cleansing of your aura. It's a tonic for your spirit. I love that. It fills you with joy and helps you embrace life's blessings. Plus, it stimulates your heart chakra, which fosters love and compassion. So we're going to talk a little bit about the physical properties of it. It's similar, Crocoite is similar to other stones that have a similar color in that it is a boost of your vitality, like carnelian, and it supports detoxification. It's the chromium in the Crocoite that aids in maintaining healthy blood sugar levels, and it can improve digestion as well. Now, I do want to say that it is toxic, so I'm like fondling it. Rest assured, I'm going to wash my hands thoroughly after this. So I would suggest that you do the same if you are so inclined to get this crystal. So emotionally, getting back to the properties, it serves as a transitional crystal. It helps you kind of navigate change in your life. Um, so it helps you kind of hone in on that confidence and focus that you need to kind of harness a change in your life. It's known to promote self-reliance and helps to keep distractions at bay that help you. I mean, and in turn, helping you kind of focus on your dreams and whatever things you're trying to attain. So it's just not a beautiful stone, like it comes with other stuff. It's linked to spiritual healing, chakra flow, intuition, and it's especially associated with the Aries. Surprise! zodiac sign. This is an Aries stone, much like a carnelian. I think a carnelian as an Aries stone. It's just like, ah. But it's also the kind of crystal that you want to go to when you're having issues with those things. Maybe you don't have enough passion, you don't have enough courage. So you need that. And that's what I think about carnelian. It's not carnelian's night though, but that's what I think about when I think about carnelian. And that's when I look to grab it and work with it when I'm feeling like I need a little bit more of that. This, I don't know. I think for this stone gives me more of a sensual type of energy, you know? Yeah, it's dealing with your passion, but it's dealing with your passion, if you know what I mean. Which is probably another reason why I got this stone. So, like I said, it's a zodiac stone. I mean, it's the stone for Aries. And so it definitely deals with enhancing creativity and strengthening your relationships. It can empower artistic expression. I know I keep saying this is why. So I don't need to continue saying that, but it's why. That's another reason I chose this stone because it does empower your artistic expressions and it helps you to connect with your soul and overcome personal challenges that you may have been going through. It's even said to help with reproductive health issues for women. So now we're going to talk about the transparency. So these stones often allow light to pass through them. And I think you can see it glistening in the light, accentuating their vibrant color. However, some specimens may show varying degrees of opaque. Cannot speak tonight. How do you say like opaqueness? Yeah. So it adds to the depth of their allure because it's opaque. So you can't fully see through it, but a little bit. Like this part is a little bit more see-through. And again, I don't know how much you can see. I apologize. So now I had told you before about how delicate this is. And like I said, I keep it in this is its home. It's a little white box. And I have the plastic there to catch because I had a note with it that said to make sure you have something underneath it to catch because it will crumb. Yeah. So yeah, it's very soft on the Mohs scale. It's like 2.5 to 3. So it's very soft. And you're going to want to keep it away from some of your other harder crystals because it's going to scratch and crumble off. So that's why I keep it off to itself, but beside me, but off to itself to keep it protected. So you can clear it with soapy water and a cloth. But again, you know, selenite is my go-to for clearing crystal energy. So I would just place it on my selenite plate. So there you have it, Crocoite. So we're going to use this in our upcoming Reiki session to activate our root and our sacral chakra and bringing them into alignment so that we can feel safe in our bodies, so much so that we allow ourselves to fully feel our feelings and own them so that we can become who we are supposed to be 1,000%. And I also have this beauty here. Hold on, let me put the Crocoite back gently. Okay. So we have this beauty here, my big chunkamunga. Now, and actually, this is my Oya black tourmaline. So, yeah. So we have that to work with tonight too. And I'm trying to think that I do a crystal corner on black tourmaline. I don't think I did it solo, but I think it is one of the crystals that are highlighted in the grounding crystal corner. So black tourmaline deals all with the root, all with your root chakra. And like just me holding it like now, I'm like, oh, it feels so good. Feels so good. It's such a great grounding. crystal. So we're going to use that for our root too. So we're ground, ground, ground. That's what we're doing. So I want to thank you for tuning into this segment of Crystal Corner as we move on to our mini Reiki session, our nighttime, bedtime mini Reiki session. And you know, I have our apophyllite, and I also have selenite. So we're ready to go. We're ready to go. So I'm going to go through the whole rundown because someone might be new here tonight, right? So they might need to know from A to Z. So I'm going to make it short, but I'm going to fill them in. You know how we do. I want you to find a place where you can sit or lie down and you're not going to be disturbed, okay? So I want you to find that place and get yourself comfortable. We're going to do some deep breathing together. And then I'm going to have you continue on your own while I send the Reiki flow to you. Now, Reiki is intelligent. It knows where to go. So I don't have to direct it. You don't have to direct it. But if you want to, you can. So if there's a specific area in your body that you need healing, or maybe there's a situation that needs healing, you can direct the Reiki to that situation, that area in your body. So keep that in mind as well. You're going to want to drink water, and I'll go over that after we finish, because you're going to want to rid your body of any toxins that may have been unlodged during our session. And you may see me doing symbols with my hands. Those are Reiki symbols. They allow me to send the Reiki healing to you more precisely. Okay? So let me see. Did I get it all? I think I did. And yeah, okay. So we're going to start off with some deep breaths. And just to take off this day, the remnants, the residue of this weekend. I'm having, you know, the hangover effect from our full moon this weekend, and really dig into the grounding this evening that's there for us, you know, and at the same time, considering those things that we would like to release in our life and those things that we would like to usher in those instead of those places that or those things that we release. What do we want to replace it with? Okay, so think about that as well. Okay, so hope you have found your place, and we're going to start. Checking my mic again. My mic. I'm silly. I'm sorry. Okay. We're going to start by taking a deep breath. So I want you to take a deep breath in. And release. Take a deep breath in. And release. Take a deep breath in. Just hold it. And release. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And release. Let's do that again. A deep breath in. Hold it. This time I want you to tense your muscles up tight. Release your breath, release your muscles. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Tense your muscles up tight. Hold it. Release your breath, release your muscles. Okay. You go ahead and continue to breathe on your own. I'm going to start the Reiki, okay? Remember all the things that we want to meditate on during this session. some time now to come back into your body. You can start by wiggling your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. I still had the tourmaline in my root. That was so good. Oh my gosh. I definitely needed that. I don't know about you, but I needed that extra grounding, that extra tethering to help me this week. So how we normally do, we're going to put this feeling up somewhere. We're going to preserve it so that when we get to those moments during the week when we feel like, "Ah," we remember, hey, we did beginning of the week Reiki. And I can go back to that feeling and I can harness that feeling through this situation. So that's what we can do with what we did tonight. So let's do that. You're going to want to drink water tonight because you want to make sure that all of the toxins that came up, that you get rid of them. We don't want to keep them in our body. And take notice of your dreams. If you have any dreams, write them in your journal, and ask for spirit to interpret those dreams for you and tell you the things that you needed to know from those things, messages. All right. So, and don't forget Crocoite, and also black tourmaline. Okay. Because, yeah, sometimes you need to get grounded, especially during these times. But I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Crystal Corner and beginning of the week Reiki. I'm your host, Lani Wu, and I want to thank you. And I'll be back next week. I'll have another crystal, maybe two. And we'll do some more grounding and whatever else we need at that time. Okay. So I can't wait to see you. I always enjoy my time with you. I said I had to get on here tonight to see you. I made it a point. Okay. So happy that I did that. I hope that you enjoyed the Reiki as much as I did. And I'll see you next week. Okay. More Reiki, different crystals. Okay. All right. Have a good week. I'll see you next time. Peace.